So if you know Omar, he's the guy in the middle there, and he lives in San Francisco where Waymo is in operation. And Omar uses Waymo all the time. Omar totally loves it. He just loves not having a driver in the vehicle. But Omar also owns 5 Teslas, so he's very well equipped to talk about how the experience contrasts between the two. And he's also very well equipped to talk about how these businesses will scale. So let's hear what he has to say.
Yeah, so, Waymo is a great company. I love Waymo. I use Waymo because they were the first to put driverless cars on the road. And that's great. But if first was all that mattered, then we would be driving GM EV1s instead of Teslas. And you don't want to make that mistake of an investor saying first means you're going to win.
Yeah.
Winning means, yeah, exactly. Winning means you're going to win. And that's what matters. So I think the sort of a perception the market has is that this Waymo Toyota partnership means that Waymo self-driving is going to be in Tesla vehicles. You're going to be able to buy this self-driving Corolla and it'll just drive you everywhere, and game changer. Now that would be a game changer. If they came out with a Waymo Toyota Corolla this year and it could drive you anywhere, that would be a game changer. But as you actually dig into this press release, they're not quite saying they're going to do that. They're saying, we reached a preliminary agreement to explore a collaboration. We are going to develop a next generation autonomous vehicle platform. In parallel, the companies will explore how to leverage Waymo's autonomous technology and Toyota's vehicle expertise to enhance next generation personally owned vehicles. So the wording is very careful there. They're being very reserved. We're going to explore how to leverage Waymo's technology to enhance personally owned vehicles. And this is really interesting. In a way, Waymo is really admitting that Tesla's vision of the future is what they have to compete with. Tesla sells you a self-driving car that you can actually buy and use. Waymo's now saying, look, we're going to have to do that too. We're going to have to actually try and compete in that space. And, you hear these sort of announcements a lot. In January, when Jensen Huang mentioned at the NVIDIA keynote, hey, we're going to be selling our computers to Toyota. You saw this kind of excitement. Oh my God, NVIDIA and Toyota, they're going to put out something huge. We haven't seen anything come from that yet. So now it's, okay, are you using the NVIDIA drive computers? Are you going to be using Waymo? Their strategy, I think seems a little bit confused, and they've had partnerships with Pony AI and many other companies over the year. My base case assumption is that, almost nothing comes from this partnership.
And here's why Omar is not taking this Waymo-Toyota partnership announcement seriously. Toyota has engaged in 12 partnerships going all the way back to 2018, revolving around autonomous driving, and yet they still have nothing to show for it. And we cannot forget when in 2020, Navigant Research published a study showcasing the leaders in autonomous driving. And of the companies that were said to be ahead of Tesla in autonomous driving, Toyota is partnered with 5 of the companies on this list that are in front of Tesla. And yet Tesla's system still turned out to be miles ahead. It actually exists. That's the first benchmark. And this study was put out in 2020. And if they were to make this in 2025, this is probably how it would still look according to the experts.
And if something does come, it's going to be 3 to 5 years into the future. So meanwhile, while these guys are talking about potential partnerships in the future, exploring collaboration, an agreement to explore a potential collaboration, Tesla's got a product that you can actually go buy today. You can go to Tesla.com, schedule a test drive or order a car, and you can go pick it up and you can use it. So, Waymo here in Los Angeles, it won't take you most places. If I want to go to Sunset Boulevard in West Hollywood, the Sunset Strip, it can't take me there. If I want to go to Silver Lake, if I want to go to, Torrance, if I want to go to the Valley, I can't go there. So it's just not a viable car replacement right now because you have to map out the area. And because you have to map out the area, you can't just put it on a Toyota Corolla. I mean, look at all these sensors on the Waymo, and they're just spinning like crazy. All these appendages and they're spinning. That is not just going to fit onto a Toyota Corolla the way that Tesla's technology fits into, even their lowest cost vehicles. So yesterday, I was at the dentist. I was in Irvine. My car drove me, 75 minutes from parking spot to parking spot without any intervention. I was in the parking spot. I pushed a button. It pulled out. It drove on city streets. It drove on highways. It got out. It got to the destination and it parked. And I got out of the car. Waymo cannot do that drive. And who knows when they'll be able to. I think people are not realizing just how far Tesla is ahead on self-driving. And they say, well, Waymo's already driverless. Tesla's not driverless. But what they don't see is how many things Tesla can do that Waymo cannot do. Tesla can drive anywhere. Tesla can include their technology on a vehicle that you can actually buy. Tesla's in 5 countries. Waymo's in 1 country. And within 2 months, Tesla's going to be launching their driverless service as well. So this partnership, I think, is really Waymo on the defense of what Tesla's doing. It's a big, bold announcement, but is it going to change the landscape of the competitive market this year or even next year or the year after that? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think we're about 4 weeks away from the entire narrative completely changing. And this video is going viral in the last 24 hours on X in the Tesla community. It's several Waymos that are completely confused. This one's driving in the oncoming lane. And of course, if this was Tesla, this would be getting insane coverage. Elon Musk would be under complete scrutiny. But because it's Waymo and their parent company is Google and all the media organizations advertise on Google and that's where people find their news outlets, we don't hear about this at all in the news. So yes, Waymo was first to market, but Tesla, with no PR team and with everybody hating Elon, they've taken extra time. Tesla's #1 priority in business is safety. They've taken extra time to perfect it. They're really cooking up something amazing right now with V14. I think as V14 comes out, it's going to be ready for unsupervised. And I think that, like these 3 said, being first to market is not what matters. If that's what matters, we'd all still be using Blackberries. Tesla has created something that can scale, autonomous vehicles that can scale, and it should be staring at you in plain sight. Today, James Stevenson posted this chart showing cumulative revenue for Tesla since inception, and you can see that every single quarter in its history it has gone up. And so Elon Musk replied to this chart saying, also, as measured by cumulative free cash flow, the chart will look crazy steep in the years to come. And this is directly because of autonomous robotaxis rolling out at Tesla. So James responded to Elon with a chart showing Tesla's cumulative free cash flow, and you can see that it has also been on the rise going all the way back to around 2018 during the Model 3 ramp. But the reason I'm all in on Tesla and the reason all the women in my life are involved in Tesla and invested in Tesla, both my sisters and my mother, is because I believe that this incline is going to get much, much steeper as a robotaxi rolls out, goes to scale, and millions of people every day ride hail for half the cost of Uber. We also got another super positive signal today. Autonomous semis are already testing on the public roads in Texas. They are doing long hauls from Dallas to Houston. Check out this video.
Driverless semi-trucks are making their mark on highways in the Lone Star State. Autonomous trucking firm Aurora announced Thursday it launched commercial service in Texas. Those self-driving trucks are doing regular long-haul routes between Dallas and Houston. The semis have computers and sensors that can see for more than 4 football fields. During the 4 years of practice, Hall's the self-driving technology was able to complete over 1,200 miles without a human in the truck. Aurora is beginning with a single self-driving truck and plans to add more by the end of the year.
So regulation in Texas looks super lax, and that's where Tesla's rolling out their robotaxi in 4 weeks. And as you can see, that company Aurora only has 1 semi-truck. Tesla's going to ramp their semi-factory to 50,000 units next year. The first units will be coming off the line at the end of this year. So the semi is another huge autonomous opportunity. If you guys want to learn more about the Tesla Semi, I made a video about it just a couple of days ago. And other than that, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.